Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, we are continuing our Vue JS CRUD application using API. Okay. So now guys, in this video, we are going to start with fetch the student's record using API in Vue JS. Okay. So guys, now let's get started. So first, let's move to this route on the students on this page. That is, this is student page. Let me open the application. So now guys, you can just go on this route index.js, which is you can see the path that is students, and it's go to the component called student view, which is imported at the top of the page. So here you see views student and view.view. Okay. So you can just go to that path. So I am already here, and this is the output guys, which is this is student page. Okay. So now let us begin with designing the user interface. We have already integrated the bootstrap. Okay. So now we can start with open and close div, a simple card, then card header, then h4 tag, and call that heading as student. And inside this, I want a tag. So instead of a tag, we need to use a router link and close this. And then you can tell add student, add a to, that is href, and you can tell like student slash create. Okay. And then guys, you can add a class also. So just add a class which is button primary. Let me break it down. So here we break, and this button will be floating to the end. So just move float end. And now guys, you can start with the card body. So inside this card hyphen body, start with the table dot table, and then add a table bordered. Okay. Table head, then th, that is table heading, and here we add id and other field names. So let me just show you the API. So here is my API guys, that is id, name, course, email, phone. So just I want to show all these columns. So let's get back, then name, course, email, phone, and one created at also when this student was created, and a simple action button guys. Okay, all set. So these are the fields. And now here comes your table body, t body, and here table row. And inside this table row only we are going to loop our data. So before that we need to get the data, right? So for that, let's come below, and here you need to set up the script tag. So let's set up the script. Done. And now here you type export default open and close curly brace, where, and now you can tell that the page name as students, give comma, start with the data function, open and close curly brace, return it. So then let's create one variable called students colon array. Done. And now let's create the mounted function. So when the page loads, at that time you have to check. Okay, so there will be a mounted function. And now inside this mounted function, I want to console log. So let's and log that I am here. So let's save. And now you can get back and just refresh and see in the console log. So you need to inspect. Okay, so let's move to that console. So here we go. And here you see guys that the I am here. Here you are viewing that mounted. Let me refresh once again, and you'll find that I am here. But you are getting these warnings. These warnings are nothing but the router is not created, right? So for that you are getting this warning. So once we create, it will go. So now guys, let's where we are. So on this mounted, when the page is loaded, that time we need to call the data from the API. So this API we have to call it. So for that guys, you need one Ajax or Axios or any other HTTP call. So we are going to use Axios for the HTTP call. Okay. So now guys, yes, let's check in our package. Do we have that? So just go to your package.json and we see that we don't have it here in this. So we need to install it. Let me open a new terminal and just do npm install Axios. Okay. And hit enter. So your Axios package will be installed in your Vue.js application. Okay, so guys, you can see that we have successfully installed our Axios, and here you find that the Axios is installed in your package.json. Now let's close it, and yep, we are back here. So just save, and now guys, let us use the Axio. So what we have to do, let's use this in a method. So use a method here, colon, open and close curly brace, and inside this method, I'm going to create one function, get students, open and close function, and then you're going to call for the Axios. So just Axios dot get method and then dot then function and open and close the curly brace, hit enter. So before this opening, you have to pass the response. Okay, so you get that response. And now guys, to use this Axios, we have to import the Axios. So let's get back on the top of the export default, import Axios from Axios. Okay, and now you can get back. Now you are able to use this Axios. So now guys, you need to call your URL. So either you use in single quotes or just use a tilde symbol in that get method. Okay, now we can get back, and this is my URL API guys. Okay, get back and paste here. So this is my complete API, and we get the response here. Let me console.log. Here you get the response, and call this function inside your mounted function. Okay, mounted part. So I'm going to this dot get students. Okay, save it. So when the page loads, this mounted calls the get students function, and get student function does the Axios call. So now we can save it. Let's get back, and then here you see we get, let me zoom it. So here you see that this dot get student is not a function. Why? Let us just check out. Function name is correct, but I have made a mistake here. It is not method, it's a methods. Okay, you have to add s over here, and now we can get back, refresh. So make sure you save this file guys, and then refresh and check the output. So here you see guys that data has come perfect. So on this data you see that status 200, and you have 3 data in this API. Okay, so I can show you here, which is 3 items over here. Okay, inside the students. So here is the students. Now what we have to do guys, we have to loop this data inside our table. So let's get back, and now we have already created the variable called students. So let us copy that and just use this dot students and equal to res dot data, and inside data you have students. Okay, so we need to take that res dot data dot students. All set. We need to console log this part. Okay, I mean this dot students. Let's save and get back, refresh. So perfect. So here you see that only students data has loaded it. Now guys, let us loop this data in our HTML table. Let's get back. Now you can comment this, we do not require. So yep, let's get back on the TR. We need to use the for loop. Okay, where inside that I will get this students, the data function variable, and we are going to make it in the variable called student or item. Okay, and here I need an index. So this index we are going to generate as key colon key. So if you don't provide this key, you will be getting a warning. So we want to skip the warning, so we need to add it. All done. And now guys, you can add a table data td. Okay, open and close curly brace, where you will copy the student dot id, then name, email, phone, and other things like name, course. Okay, we missed that course. Let's add that course also. So make sure the spellings are correct as the API given, and here we add it. Now we need one created at. Let's copy and paste and tell created underscore at, and then one action button we require it. So I'm going to remove this, and here we need to use a route link. Okay, router link as we have used for add student. So same way you are going to copy this and paste here. All set. So now I'm going to remove this for now because we'll be getting warning. Okay, so this will be delete, and this is going to be edit, edit edit. Okay, and here you can set the edit as success, and we need to copy this class here, paste it, and make this as danger, and here type equal to button. Let's save it and remove this float end, guys. We do not require here float end. Let me break it down so it looks more clear. And now guys, I just want to add one container because this is looking at 2 width. So you can just add a container class in this main div. So container, all set. Let's save it. And now you can get back. Perfect. So guys, you can see that we have successfully fetched the data using API in Vue.js. So now guys, if you refresh, and here you see there is some delay. So we don't know what's happening over there. So for that, we need to add some condition like it is loading or what's going on. We don't know that. So for that, let us get back. And in this T body, I just want to add a if else condition. Okay. So just I use vf, where this dot students dot length length, which is greater than 0, then show this table data. Else what we need to do, let's use this td again and paste here again, and instead of if, let's make it to else part and remove this, and here you come with your tr tag and then a td tag, add call span here, call span equals to double quotes, where how many columns? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So total number of call span, that will be 7, and here you can just add it is loading. Okay, and keep dot dot dot, save it, and if you refresh, you will be noticing that it is telling loading. So once loaded, your data will be appended. Perfect. So here you see guys. So now guys, we have successfully seen that how to fetch the data using API in Vue.js. Okay. So now guys, let's continue next video by creating the page of add student and inserting the data into our database using API in Vue.js. Okay. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like and share.